Hi. It is a Friday afternoon. I've just come home from work. During the summer, we get something called summer hours, which means that if you work extra every day, you then get to leave at 1 on Friday. This weekend I have some really fun stuff planned. The highlight is probably going to be on Monday, where I'm going on a special trip to celebrate the release of the film Adrift. And this video is also sponsored by the film Adrift. It's with Sam Claflin, Shailene Woodley. I'm not gonna reveal yet what we will be doing, but we're going to a location outside of London and I'm slightly scared, but also really looking forward to it. Here's a little sneak peek of my new room. So first up, I'm packing my bags because we are heading to Greenwich. I say we, it's me, and then my boyfriend Jarrett will be joining me as well. I'm going there with Visit London, and I will be writing a things to do in Greenwich blog post at some point. I already have some things in mind, but we'll see what I get up to this weekend. All right, I'm gonna pack and then I'm gonna go. I'll show you a little bit, which is the desk that I got. It's from Habitat. It's so pretty. I didn't have a lot of space here, so I thought a small desk would be nice. I like that you can hide stuff underneath it. Obviously this is not what it will look like in the end, but I'm very excited about this. I haven't had a desk in about 3.5 years, so it's a highlight. Been shown around the lovely Greenwich market, and there is actually a vegan market on tonight, which apparently they do every month. So I got some really nice juice, a vegan steak, and I think Jer is currently getting a vegan pizza. Pizza! Which one did you get?
Got phony pepperoni.
Perfect.
Fun.
Good morning, it is day 2 and we've made it down to, you've guessed it, Greenwich. Today we are starting off the day with a panel at the Greenwich Literary Festival. Then we're gonna do a tour of the Painted Hall, and I think we get to see some secret behind the scenes bit. This is one of my favorite places, in the background, one of my favorite places in Greenwich. I should know what this is called. What's this area called?
Greenwich.
Helpful.
I will finally get to see the movie when I go back, well, not go back to the States, at the end of the month. On like the 29th or the 30th, I will finally get to see it. And that's only because the director, he wants me to see it when it's perfect in his eyes.
Look who I bumped into. Hey! I am Grace Latta. I blog at almostamazinggrace.co.uk. This music is gonna go on in the background, but that's fine. We just went to an event with Angie Thomas and Patrick Ness, and they are both fantastic. Such good, it's getting louder and louder. It's okay, it's dramatic, I like it. They're both amazing public speakers and just talked a lot about like the inspiration behind their books.
Yeah, and how great just YA is generally. Like Patrick Ness talked about how it's all the important things are talked about in YA.
And then my favorite quote from Angie Thomas is that her life wasn't like the YA book she was reading, and that her mom would never have let her date a 300-year-old vampire, which I enjoyed a lot.
Susanna's just down her 3rd cider and she's feeling a little bit different.
Hey, I've only had one and I asked for a half cider and they gave me a whole, so what can you do?
That is the pendulum.
That's so cool.
For the clock. You feel safe?
Very. Whoa. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. So here is the view from our hotel, which is absolutely gorgeous. So to the left, there is Greenwich. You can't really see it from here. Oh, and there's the boat going to Greenwich. And on the right, that is central London. Good morning, it is day 3 in Greenwich, and today we're gonna see the Queen's House. This, which is next to the Queen's House, is one of my favorite bits of Greenwich. It's so gorgeous. Just had an incredible incredible tour of the Queen's house and all the gorgeous paintings that are in it. One of the things I didn't realize is that this walkway, which is such a like classic Greenwich view, used to be the actual like normal street. So the Queen's house was built on top of the street so she could go both to the water and to the park and like didn't have to cross the road or see any people. Good morning. It is Monday morning. Marion has joined me. Where are we going?
We are going to Victoria Station. We're gonna spend the whole day there, not do anything.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go to Portsmouth. Oh, sun. To celebrate the release of Adrift, which is a new film that's coming out with Shailene Woodley from Fault in Our Stars, Sam Claflin. I know him from The Hunger Games.
We saw the film last week and it freaked us out, so we thought the best way to commemorate that was to go in a boat all day and try and learn how to sail.
And not be, you know, adrift at sea. Marion, are you ready to sail? I'm ready. Check your life jacket. In this little window, you should have 2 green. Yeah. Yes? Okay. A lot extra strap. Putting on some sunscreen, very important, never without. Safe. You're just covered head to toe, but
for my ankles.
So I'm filming this when I'm back home again, all safe, did not fall into the water, and I just want to talk you through some of the stuff we did on the day because it was obviously very windy on the boat, so I thought it needed a little bit of explanation. The 2 skippers on the day were incredible and let us ask basically any question we wanted to ask them about the film, the situation that the characters were in. I got to pull up the sail, I got to do some steering. It was also really funny because with the life jacket there was this cord that goes between your legs and I was wearing a skirt, so I looked pretty hilarious all day. One of the things we did is that in the film one of the characters is overboard. She basically has to jump in and rescue him, and they showed us how you can get a sailing boat to stop, which meant we were just spinning in circles and circles, and by doing more of that we were slowing down, and then you could sort of push out the ladder at the back and I guess jump in. We didn't jump in though. And I think what we especially got to experience is that in the film she has to by herself kind of control this whole boat. She doesn't have the main sail, so she has to like put up this other sail and then run around the boat and do all these different things, and there were very simple things we were doing that already required multiple people, so I think it really shows you like how hard of an experience that must have been. We also asked them what they thought would have been the hardest in sort of being adrift by yourself and trying to survive, and I don't know what answer we were expecting. They were saying it was basically the mental aspect of it, how even just doing 3 or 4 hours at the wheel without checking your phone, like when is the last time that you've spent loads of time without your phone, without a book, without anything to keep you entertained. Other fun bits we did is we got to deploy a life jacket, which I'd never done before, but I feel a lot safer now. It was actually quite fun to do. 2, 1. 2, 1. The one that I was wearing also had this cap that came out and it looked like I was ready to go to Mars basically. But the company that makes the life jackets came in and explained how they work and what's important about them and why it's important to wear them all the time. Then they also deployed a life raft and again told us about how it works and what to look out for when you go on a boat. And we got to climb in, which was really fun, and then they sort of just closed it up and like pushed us offshore and then got us back very quickly. But yeah, that was really fun as well. And we tried some of the rations that come with the life raft, some water in bags and something that was just kind of like a really crumbly biscuit. We've got some special food for our life raft.
Emergency ration.
That sounds promising. Basically, to sum it up, I had a really fun day. I didn't even get seasick, which is very good. And I think for me, it really sort of brought that film to life. So going to see it first, really enjoying it, being slightly scared, then going on this boat and getting to ask all of our questions was really incredible. And Adrift is out today, so make sure you go see it. And also a massive thanks to STX International and Sunsail Sailing School for setting all of this up for us. I didn't want to end the video before showing you what I have been reading. So I'm currently reading The Miseducation of Cameron Post, which is an LGBT book. I'm reading for work, but also because I've wanted to read it for forever. Actually, you saw me reading this earlier in the video, I guess. And it is going to be turned into a film with Chloe Grace Moretz as well, coming out in August. And then there's this, which is called The Water Cure. This is a proof copy. And it is kind of like The Virgin Suicides meets something like cult related. It is beautifully written. It's really whimsical, but then it's also kind of horrible at the same time. I think I'm about a third into that one, but you'll be hearing more about this soon. And I guess I should show you a little bit more of my updated room. So here is the desk I'm filming, so there's some books on there. And then I've got my plant here. That print, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but my TV is here as well. Here are the shelves that still need sorting. Yes, that is 2 layers deep at the moment, so I sort of need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. And then this is pretty much what my bed looks like whenever I'm done filming or in the middle of filming. Alright, so that is my, I guess it was kind of like a long weekend vlog. Links to everything I've mentioned, pretty much everything, should be in the description. If you'd like to see more of these videos, let me know. I do like vlogging, but I usually try and save it for when I have something extra fun going on. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Doei!